portion. The grandfather noticed that the boy looked insanely like his seriously ill son, and asked him to play the role of a grandson in order to somehow comfort the patient. One kind grandfather has already helped to pay for all the treatment. Only then did the woman find out that her son was pretending to be someone else's grandson for her sake. Her heart ached, and she hugged the boy tightly. She didn't know where her husband had disappeared to 6 years ago. And now, hugging her precocious adult son, for the first time she felt completely powerless. She didn't know how much longer she could drag this out. A quick-witted babysitter found Grandpa and told him that Mom needed his care. He asked if it was possible to move his mother to the same room where his son was lying. Looking at such a reasonable and kind child, the grandfather involuntarily thought about his daughter-in-law and grandson. What if they wander and suffer in the same way? He immediately complied with the boy's request. Watching the child leave, the old man sank into a deep sense of guilt. He ordered the butler to find the mother and child for any money. Meanwhile, the woman was moved to a new ward. Before she could look around, the maid pulled the screen shut with disgust, openly mocking. How dare such a beggar lie in the same room with the young master? The next day, Pei Yanzen's sister brought her son to the hospital. She found out that grandfather was looking for his own grandson for a lot of money, and in order to get her hands on the billions of the Pei family, this bitch decided to marry her son to her brother's child. But when she entered the room, she saw Nyan sitting next to Pei Yanzen and reading him a fairy tale. She decided that the boy was trying so hard because he was also aiming for the inheritance of the family. A dastardly plan immediately formed in her mind. First, she told the babysitter to bring water to wipe her brother. And while no one was there, I secretly poured some powder on my brother's face. Seeing how Mom was being humiliated because of him, Nian couldn't stand it, rushed forward and pushed the snake sister away. These noises and screams broke through Pei Yanzen's sleep, and his finger suddenly trembled slightly. Nian screamed in despair. Don't touch us. Go away, he's my dad. He's not your dad. The bitch screamed and ordered them to be thrown out. In a fit of emotion, Nian called Pei Yanzen his dad. And it was this cry that made the woman look at the men on the bed properly for the first time. Yanzen. This is my Yanzen. When the snake sister heard the woman calling her brother by name, she decided that she wanted to seduce him. She said with disdain, my brother is the sole heir of the Pei Corporation. Where do you want him? So the tiny hope in the woman's heart was instantly shattered. After all, Pei Yanzen was just a courier in her memory. How could he be the CEO of the Pei Corporation? Probably just a similar one, she thought, and begged the bitch not to touch her son. And at the same time, the assistant still punched the phone number of the girl. When grandfather found out about this, he immediately told the butler to call her. But he had no idea that at that moment the bitch was beating up a woman. The phone had just rung when the maidservant immediately dropped the call. Then the grandfather ordered the assistant to track the geolocation of the phone, and he rushed to the hospital to tell his son the good news. The bitch didn't give a damn about the nanny's pleas and beat the woman harder and harder, even threatening to break her legs completely.